Hi everyone, and today we are going to see intensive reading technique. That means SQ3R technique, which we are going to see. In these days, we don't have this reading habit. Many people are saying that, but from my viewpoint, we do have a reading habit, and we are reading books, and we are reading posts in Facebook or Twitter or in any form we are reading, but we are reading in a fun manner. Obviously, reading, which is very important for any person to succeed, especially in his or her career. So that's what today we are going to see. Reading skill. This is an exclusive way which will build your vocabulary of any language. If you want to study a language or learn a language, reading is the only way to develop your vocabulary. Other way or no substitute for a reading habit. If you want to write effectively or speak effectively, this is a precursor, or this is the only way you can acquire the knowledge. So reading maybe in different forms, maybe books, or as I already told you, social media, or it may be from a letter or your textbooks, or it may be fiction books or non-fiction books, anything. You can read for knowledge, search, or you can read for fun, any kind of thing, but this reading, which is of divided into 5 basic types. One is loud reading, second one is silent reading, third one is scan and skimming, fourth one is intensive reading, and fifth one is extensive reading. So today I am going to tell you what are all these 5 types of reading things which we are using in our day-to-day life. In which, first thing, loud reading. We all know that children or a child used to read aloud. It spells each and every word out of his or her mouth. So that's called loud reading. Say for example, if you are taking a sentence and you start reading, oh, this is what, Alexander Graham Bell invented telephone. So this is called loud reading. And second one, we have seen silent reading. So this silent reading, which is of you are reading it without making sound, or you are not verbalizing what you are reading. So that's called silent reading. This is used by most of adults in reading. So this is one type of reading which you should develop, so that if you read silently, then you can read faster. So this is a type of faster reading. And third one, scan and skimming. This is a type of reading which most probably we use for when we are searching into any website, or when we are searching into price catalogs, or maybe you are looking into the letter. So where you are checking into the particular or filtering out the particular details, then it's called scan and skimming. We are next moving to fourth one, intensive reading. So that's what we are going to see today. And this intensive reading, it's a thing that it is used in academic purpose mainly. If you want to extend your knowledge base, if you want to learn something fully, say for example, if you want to learn chemistry, if you want to learn physics, if you want to learn organic chemistry, or it may be a subject from management, or it may be in biological sciences. So these textbooks, which can be read with an careful, and each and every word or concept should be entered into our mind. So that's a very very basic thing we have to looking for when we are reading a textbook. That too we want to acquire the knowledge. Today I am going to discuss you about this intensive reading. Intensive reading, which is very very important for a person's success. And final one is extensive reading. Extensive reading, story. We all know that how we read the story. Say for example, if I'm asking you what's the word which is of, what's the script which is written in second chapter of that particular book of that story, you never remember that, because you know what is all about the story altogether. So that matters a lot more than what exactly given in a paragraph, or like unlike in your subject or academic text, you never bothered about remembering or memorizing a particular thing, whereas we need an very very care and detailed knowledge in intensive reading. Extensive reading is reading for fun. So this intensive reading, which here I am going to focus today, and it requires so much energy and active participation of readers to make it very effective, so that you can acquire the knowledge into you. It comes to you fully when you gives your active participation. You cannot do an fun reading or extensive type of reading or skimming or scanning. So this need an particular technique. So that's what we are going to discuss today, and I introduce you this technique which I have read in a book a long back years, but I don't know where the source I took. I forget actually. So today I am going to tell you this SQ3R technique. Yes, Q3R technique. So what is all about this SQ3R technique? Yes, I will tell you. S means survey. R means, Q means question. 3 R's are there, right? First R is read, second R is recite, final third R is review. So this is what SQ3R technique. So you can ask me, what is the benefit, or how do I use this SQR3 technique? Now I will explain you how you can use this technique. Right? Okay, first one is survey. So when you are taking a book, as I already told you, it may be any academic books or textbooks, or any book you want to get information fully into you, like body language book which is written by Alan and Barbara Pierce, which is full of so many texts and concepts which you should absorb into your mind completely. So whereas here I am giving one of the first important thing, that survey. When you are first taking the book, you have to go through the book without any idea what is all about this book, what are the chapters it contains, what are the titles, what kind of things which it wants to convey. Like scanning and skimming, you have to go through the book. So that's called a survey. You have to take literally a survey of what is all about this book, get an idea. Okay, so that's the first thing. Why this why this is important is that this will gives you, or it raises some questions in your mind, that what, WH questions. What, when, where, how, like so many questions you have in your mind, that why this book is applicable to me, what is the application of this book, or why this book, how this book helps me. So many questions you will arise or you have in your mind. So that's called the second thing, questioning. You have to question that book. So what are the possible questions you have in your mind? You ask, okay, what, and what. This is called inquisitiveness attitude. So this attitude, once it comes, it will motivate you to further grasp the book entirely. So that's very important thing. It will gives you a 10x greater reading than normal reading. Okay, now you have a survey and questions, and after that you have to move to next thing called read. 3 hours. First one, read. You have to start read from one page, one end of the page to another end of the page. You have to read everything. It's a monotonous task, and I tell you that it is boring. So keep a bookmark. And if you want to have a couple of snacks, because your brain may drain at any point of time, you have to refresh yourself. Don't think that reading you have to straight sit 14 hours I will complete the book. That's bullshit, I'm telling you. You have to sit. Reading is a continuous process. You have to at least take 1 month to complete a book. So then only it will gives you a very good competitive edge. So you have to have a bookmark. Next one, recite. Recite each and every concepts very carefully, so that it will enter you, because we have a concept called familiarization. Once we take the things in your mind, it won't stick easily. There are two types of memories out there. One is temporary memory and another is permanent memory. Once you read everything, it will store in temporary memory. But if you want to enter into your permanent memory, you have to recite it very carefully. You have to recite, even you want to read certain points aloud, you have to read it aloud. Okay, so that's called reciting. And again, final thing, review. In this, again, I'm telling you, you have to familiarize with the concept. After you have read the book and recited the book, you have to review at least after some 2 or 3 months back. Then only you can revive the concept. Because scientists have proved that once you have seen an image, or once you have seen something, or once you read something, it will definitely deteriorate after 1 year period of time. Even 1 month period of time, some 75% will be retained, and with the time duration goes on, your deterioration rate will increase. So in order to prevent that, you have to review. That's all about this SQR3 technique. You have to follow all the techniques. Do not skip any of this technique. It makes the technique ineffective. So this technique will definitely helps you to understand the concept, and even you can store the information permanently. I use this technique and benefited most out of this technique. And main advice for you is that don't rush up through the books. Don't prejudice that I know all these concepts. Read the book thoroughly is the only way to succeed in your life. And have a happy reading, and we will see in another video. And if you like this video, like, and if you have any suggestions, comment, and please subscribe my channel. And thank you. Bye.